Alright, welcome back to Majora's Mask. In the last part, we got a heart piece from the Beavers and a heart piece from making a song with one of the Zora band members, and in this part we're going to be going to a few old areas and doing a few things we couldn't before we end this 3-day cycle off. So, today we're going to work to the southern swamp, actually. The only reason I'm doing all this side... Oh. Sorry about that beeping noise. That was just my heater that was on for some reason. And that'd probably make just an annoying sound for the rest of the video if I left it on. So, we're back in the southern swamp now, so what we want to do this time is pull out our Deku mask and our bow. Haven't used the Deku in a while, but it'll be seeing a little more use later. I believe the next dungeon we're going to actually uses it quite a bit. I don't think we've actually used the Deku to go over this way yet, so this is pretty much what's over here. Here we can see we have another one of those frogs that we saw from the boat cruise last time we were in this area. Oh no. Oh, it just puts me right back here. So you may be wondering, how are we going to get around this thing without the boat cruise? Well, you shoot them in the face. Pretty simple. One arrow will finish them. One arrow will finish the big octos off. Sorry about my voice. Still not feeling that great. I haven't been sick for weeks or anything like that. I just record like 10, 15 of these parts in one day, and I'm a little behind, so I've already done a whole lot today. Alright, here we are. This is the Fearful Spider House. So, what you want to do here is either use a Deku stick to move the fire from that torch onto the web, or just use the fire arrows on it. We could have done this area a lot earlier, but it's way easier if you have the hook shot. Here we have this guy. So he's been cursed to turn into a Skulltula, I guess. So we need to find all the cursed gold spiders and break his curse pretty much. And yeah, there is something in it for us, as you might expect. But actually, before that, you're gonna want to catch a bunch of these bugs. Two should be fine for now. So let's head in here and get started. If you played Ocarina of Time, this probably seemed pretty familiar because these golden Skulltulas were sort of everywhere in that game. In this game, they're only in this spider house, and there's one other spider house in the game that we'll be getting to later. You can only do that other one on the first day, or else you don't get rewarded for it. I think a lot of these Skulltula's locations were changed in the 3DS version, but I don't know them off the top of my head. So if you're playing that version, some of them might be in an inconsistent spot. Whenever you see one of these patches of dirt on the wall, let your bugs out of the bottle. And they will throw out a gold Skulltula for you. You generally want to release them kind of far away from the thing instead of right below it so you can put the bugs back into the bottle. You only really need one of them to go into the thing. Unfortunately there, it looks like I used all 3 of them again. But that's fine, we can restock them later. There are sometimes on the back of these posts, or at least one always is, but I don't remember which one. There it is. And I believe there are 30 Skulltulas to collect in total. Doesn't seem to be one on that thing. But if you can hear that scratchy noise, that means that there's still Skulltulas in this room. Since it's kind of far away for us right now, I'm pretty sure that they're on the 2nd floor. As you can see, we have no map of this place. Let's check this guy. Just sleeping here, so whenever you see someone sleeping, just go. It's not of awakening will wake him up. He will go behind those vines, hinting that we can cut through them. And back here we have another Skulltula. I don't want to roll into all these jars because there's sometimes in here. Rather, I think there's 2 in here. There's the other one. Put on the Deku and use the flower that other Deku was in to fly up here. And up there we got a bunch of beehives. I believe some of them have Skulltulas in them, others have bees. These aren't that hard to deal with, just swing your sword at them. There's one. And there's another one. So, save ourselves a little bit of time by grabbing them with a hook shot here. Alright, doesn't sound like there's any more in here. That switch and a ladder will appear over there. I don't remember the locations of all these off the top of my head, but as we go through here I should be able to find most of them. Don't really know what's up with all the background noise. I told people I'm trying to record right now, but I guess they're just making noise anyway. Okay, so just for this part, you don't need to plant a beam there, even if you can. Just put on the bunny hood and you can make that jump, okay. Could you not walk down the hallway singing, please? There's another one. And that should take care of all of them in this room. There's actually a lot of them in here. See that there's some in the grass. There's one right there again. The other ones, you get them... Oh, there's some bugs in here, so we're going to want to refill our bottles with them. Alright, all our bottles have bugs in them now, so that's good. I don't think we really need this many, but we might as well have them just in case. Roll into the tree, and 3 more will fall down. It's probably going to be a bit of a long video, unfortunately. As for the rest of them, there are some beehives around here. So just shoot them down with a hook shot. This area is absurdly easy when you have the hook shot, so even if you can do it before now, I wouldn't recommend it. Not sure if the other one's in the grass or not. Oh, it must be in that beehive over there. Guess I missed that one. Yep, there it is. They wouldn't put those beehives there if there wasn't something hidden inside of it. Most stones don't do anything for us, but tell us how much time is remaining. Now, I only have 13 minutes left to finish this part, so better hurry up. Still a few left in here, but not too many. I think we actually only needed 1 bug, which means I can probably just get rid of the rest of them. So you actually need to have either bombs or the blast mask for this. Actually, no you don't. You can plant a beam there and it'll make it a little easier to get around, but you don't have to. As you can see, the hookshot actually turns a little bit when it hits the wall, so even if you're not exactly right, it can kind of move into where you're aiming. So that's pretty nice. Here, there's one on that thing. I don't even know what that thing's supposed to be. Just a giant stone tablet, I guess. Grab this one behind the torch. And I believe the last of them are out here. Taking that one. Alright, there's 2 right here, and I know where the other is. You can come out that door from like a little ledge in that room with all the pots, so if you want to take that route, go ahead. This is just... Why won't he turn? Turn! There. That was strange. Alright, last gold sculpture left. All the sculptural spirits and the curse is now lifted. So let's talk to this guy. So someone gave him this mask and told him to come in here, and then he got cursed. Presumably this was the Skull Kid's doing again. So now we get the Mask of Truth. This was one of the few returning masks from Ocarina of Time. I believe the transformation masks, the bunny and the bunny hood were all from Ocarina of Time too. There's another one for later, but that's for later. So let's show off what this thing does real quick. Put it on. Something about racing dogs at the ranch. We're going to be getting to that very soon. If you went back to that last room where the gossip stone was that I was locked onto for a while, it'll actually tell you how this thing works. But because I don't want to walk all the way back there, I'm just going to tell you how this thing works. Alright, so basically you can use it to see what gossip stones and animals are thinking when you pick them up or talk to them. Yeah, pretty cool. Not required or anything, but it's a mask. You want to get all the masks, trust me, there's something good that you get for it. Alright. There's also a mini game we can play that heavily involves this mask, but we'll be getting to that later. Let's just say I mentioned this mini game before and it's not fun. So, but we're not going to be doing that in this 3-day cycle, so let's come over here and drop off all our money. Alright, well there's definitely not enough time to do the next dungeon in this 3-day cycle, and everything else I want to do we either can't do yet, or I'd rather just do in this part, but we don't have time. So, we're just going to reset time, and I will see you next time on Majora's Mask. Ugh, this again. Okay, sorry, I'm just